Hi everyone, I'm Megan Benanti and I have your reading for you today. So this reading is for our Tower Chariots. So if your birthday adds up and reduces to 16, which is the Tower card, and then 1 plus 6 equals 7, you're what we call a Tower Chariot. And so this reading will apply for you. Okay, so first off, focus for you this month. I've got a male figure here. And this is in the area of relationships. So I want you to know it can certainly be a romantic partner, but it might also be a father figure or someone else that you care about deeply for. The connection with them is not great right now. So perhaps there's a breakup. I do feel like they're pushing you away and the words are harsh. The criticism is not gentle. And, so this is going to be a point of healing for you and really navigating whether this person is right for you at this time. And I know that it's kind of a hard place to start, but you're really questioning your values and is this person gentle enough and loving enough? And there might also be something about him just going in a different direction. Maybe he's unavailable and you're wanting to connect and you just can't ever see this person. Sometimes we do have to deal with people being abroad or in the military, and so we might be also considering that. And for you too, as a Tower Chariot, you're such a long-term commitment person, and so when you're at odds with your partner or someone that you love, it's really, really tough because you hang in there for the long haul. You're so committed to them. And then work for you is also, that feels good. It's a busy time. You're still waiting on information to come in. I think part of this is going to be, possible bonuses or what the new year is going to look like with your career. And honestly, you're going to have to just wait and find out. I think there's things about your job that aren't going to be able to be defined or pinned down yet. And so it's like, okay, jump in and wait for the waiting game. The growth will be slow. I do think you're going to have probably some shifting and changing much later, more like March. And begin to see kind of the new buds of growth coming in with that spring energy as well. So this is kind of about biding your time. Now, as I'm looking at what you might want to be or can accomplish this month, it seems like you've got some hesitancy. Some of you might be really thinking about purchasing a home and feeling like that's maybe a little bit out of reach or not sure how to get started on that. If it's not a home, it definitely feels like it could be about a move or a place to live, or products for the home, furniture and that type of thing. And it's personal. This is something you want to connect with, and you want it to be beautiful, and you want it to be right, and you want it to be naturally in alignment. And it's like, oh my God, how do I do this? Okay, well, manifest it. First off, align yourself that God will provide the most perfect outcome for you. And then, write down everything you want in this perfect home, and don't be afraid of what that needs to be. We are our greatest limitation. And so sometimes we have to get out of our own way. And this is acknowledging that's going to be your biggest accomplishment, is getting out of your own way this month. Now work. Work is going to be about pushing through the hardships. And I think that there's going to be things about this, like it's draining for you. And it's going to be about needing to continue to push through. You're building endurance this month, and that's the main thing to focus on, is like, okay, how can I handle this? And it's not going to be a bad thing, but it is strength. And so that takes resiliency and exercise and fortitude and commitment. And so you're tying in all of this. And at the same time, you're like going, is this it? Like, I'm exhausted. Oops, what did I do there? And so, just keep pushing yourself. It's like you're getting into better shape with your job, so to speak. Now the challenges for you, in your personal life, it's not being able to really maybe make a move yet. You know, as we mentioned earlier, there's some struggle with that partnership, or with a man that you deeply care for that maybe isn't able to emotionally connect right now. And here I feel like, we're in a partnership, we can't move forward if you're not on board. And no matter how much you love him, it's okay. It's sometimes we just get stuck in that way. And this is one where I want you to know you do have the strength to help guide him. It's like, okay, we're going to work as a team and let's connect. Let's think about ourselves as a team here. And this is your own energy too. We've got the Chariot. So it's like your greatest challenge is to follow through on your strengths. And you can do this. But I think there's a little bit of self-doubt because you might be feeling some rejection or sadness or disconnect with your partner. So you're not able to fully embrace who you are. Now, work is kind of your saving grace. And I feel like you're rising to every challenge in work. And it's fun and it's exciting. It's interesting that I felt like your energy levels might be down a little bit. Because here I see the enthusiasm and the drive and the fun. I think you're just going to be worn out from work. And because that relationship is not really it doesn't feel like it's really going anywhere, you're just throwing yourself into your job. It's like, okay, if you can't appreciate me at home, work can appreciate me and I can appreciate myself. And when I get done there, and I can get a bonus from that. So I feel like you're really making the best of those opportunities. And so have a really good time with this. It's fun, it's joyful, it's pushing you out of your comfort zone, and it's also it's pushing boundaries and testing limits. And it's like, ooh, how far can I go with this? And that seems really exciting for you. So definitely rising to the challenges and thriving in it. Okay, now the one thing I want you to know, and I love that this is coming up, what you don't expect is whatever you're going through with your partner, it's actually bringing you guys closer together. And, you know, it might not be that it's all, you might not see all that on the surface, but I have a feeling by the end of the month, you're going to begin to see some of that connectivity. It's also, you're making some decisions for yourself and you're not depending on your partner anymore. And that's part of what needed to happen here. Is, you know, you gotta take the bull by the horns. And I feel like for whatever reason your partner can't get there, and you've got to just like dive in and kind of take control. And I feel like that's gonna make everything okay for you. And I think your partner's really gonna be appreciative because they're not really in the mindset where they can fully help themselves, and that's okay. Work, interesting. So there might be, somebody might leave work that you weren't expecting, totally random. They're not growing there anymore. It's not necessarily a comfortable fit. They might also kind of be, it might be the company's decision that it's time for them to go. But I feel like somebody's probably going to leave the workplace. And it's going to help everybody feel more settled. But I do think it'll be a little jarring at first. And especially for you, because you know, Tower Chariots, their work people are like an extended family. You really connect. And so when there's a shift in that, somebody leaves or someone new comes in, you're affected by it, for better or for worse. So I just see that kind of coming in there as a surprise or a shift for you. Randomly, like, don't do anything crazy with your hair this month. It's coming through like you're going to want to try a new style. Just be cautious because I think it might be a little top heavy. So maybe you decide to go for a mullet, and I want you to love it. I had one and I thought it was like one of the best haircuts I've had. It was really great. And then I cut it short and I've regretted that part. We're trying to grow it out. But yeah, so if you want that shaggy mullet look, I think it's going to be good. But I think you're going to go, oh, that's a lot around my face. So just kind of be aware of that. And I'm getting that if you're female. If you're a dude, I really don't feel like you're changing your hair if you're a dude. Sorry. It's just more of the same. So, okay. Now, oh, I love this. Okay, so the best thing you've got to offer your partner in relationship this month is freedom. And it's free thinking, and it's not being over controlling, and it's giving them the space to kind of soar and explore whatever it is they're going through. And so just know you're being an amazing partner. And then again, it confirmed how much they're going to appreciate this from you, because they don't fully know what they need. They just know they need somebody not pushing their buttons. And so I feel like that's what you're doing for them, is giving them that, honoring that space. So really powerful relationship action happening for you. Self-care. Interesting. It's not going out. Your self-care is kind of hunkering down, maybe saying no to things that might come up. I don't even feel like you're looking at a vacation. It's just like, we can't do this yet. And, you know, and it's a very COVID world out there. So if you've got kids and they're thinking about wedding dates, I feel like you're going, yeah, I don't know. We can't really commit to that yet. But I do feel like this is significant for you, kind of staying in isolation. It feels like it's exactly what you need to do. So that's a good thing. Okay. It's interesting. One of the important things I think we look at is how we pay it forward in the world. And I wanted everybody to have an opportunity to know what information is out there for them based on their birth cards, to take a look at that. And for you, this is not necessarily your month to pay it forward outwardly. It's going into your family life and your relationship aspects and the people that you love. It's also going into your career. And so I want you to not feel guilty if you don't feel like you've got a lot to give to other people. I feel like you're very committed to the things that you need to be committed to, which is yourself at the moment. And I just have a sense of pause. Now, if you feel compelled to give something, this is coming in prayer form. So, taking a moment to pray for people that you love, not worrying, not connecting to what it is they specifically need, but just knowing that, all right, God, please surround them with whatever love they need in their life, or whatever support they need in their life. And so you're not having to define that. I just feel like it's a very open-ended prayer, and it's a beautiful gift. So this isn't, as you pay it forward, it's out of your intention and time in prayer. It's not really coming from any kind of donation or time in any other way. So just tap into that. All right, everyone. So that is our reading for our Tower Chariots. I hope you've enjoyed it today. Please let me know if you have any constructive feedback below. I'm new to navigating YouTube, so I'm kind of working out the kinks as I go. But I have been doing Instagram readings for over a year. So we have every Friday I have new charm readings that post out on at Megan Bonanti. And then also you can, if you're interested in a private reading, you can book from my website at tarotdallas.com. I have been a psychic and a card reader for over 20 years now, and it is my life's passion for sure. All right, so take care, and I will see you again in February. Thanks for tuning in.